This video will focus on the Employee Timesheet Report. This report is a great tool for examining employees' hours, both regular and overtime, and is typically used as a basis for determining how time is submitted to payroll. It is located in the Time Records desktop at the top of the screen. If you don't see this button, then your security admin will need to allow access through Configure Roles in Security. The report functions off of either timesheet information or time records information. The difference is that when timesheets are enabled and staff create their timesheets in the system, this report will only return the hours against approved timesheets. This means that staff have entered their time, signed off on it, and a supervisor has approved it. You can always verify if the report will return timesheet data by going to Configure, List Configuration, Payroll, and Rules. If the Import from Timesheets flag is checked, then the Employee Timesheet Report will only return hours from approved timesheets. This is the recommended usage of the system. If this box is not checked, then the report will produce unpaid hours that have been imported or entered into the Time Records desktop. Time can be imported from approved notes or schedules. Time can also be manually entered here as well. Keep in mind that while all types of time can be entered here, both billable and non-billable, such as mileage, training, paid time off, and so on, the majority of the time will be billable time. The biggest benefit of using this report then is that your payroll reconciles to your billing. The money going out for payroll is being supported by the money coming in from billing. To run this report, enter at the minimum a date range. If you're reporting on timesheets, then the date range will need to be an exact match of a pay period. The report will then return all hours from the approved timesheets. If you're reporting on time records instead of timesheets, then enter in a date range to capture all unpaid time. The report will then show all unpaid hours for that time frame. You can always understand the time that hasn't been paid using the paid filter. This might be helpful so that you know how far back your start date needs to be. Say, for example, someone turned in late documentation and needs to be paid for that older time. You want to be sure to include those dates in your time frame in order to get the hours on the report. When using timesheets, that is not necessary. Simply entering in the pay period will return all hours, even if they are prior to the pay period start date on the report. You can choose to run the report either for a particular cost center or for an individual employee or for all employees and all cost centers by leaving these filters blank. In the standard version of the report, you'll see the regular and overtime hours, if any, for each employee and aggregated by pay type. You will also see their pay rates, the regular and overtime rates. An important feature of this report is that it will alert you to any hours that will not transfer either to a paycheck or to this report due to missing pay types. The system will force that a pay type is set up to support each service and cost center the employee worked. This is of great benefit as it ensures that your revenue for cost center and service matches to the payroll wages. In this case, Sally Caregiver provided the SEG service in the Asheville cost center. The hours against that service will not show up on this report until the pay type has been added. The pay type gets added in Employees in the Pay Types tab. Now that a pay type has been added to support the Asheville Cost Center and the SDG service, when rerunning this report, the hours would then display for Sally Caregiver. Another benefit to this report is that it will expose overlapping time, making certain that you are not overpaying individuals and to help catch any keying errors. The same report can be run in the unformatted version if the data needs to be filterable in an Excel format. The data can then be manipulated as needed. Another way to look at this report is through the daily summary mode. Daily summary will show you the breakdown of the hours per day. The standard version of the report rolled up the hours per pay type to display total hours per pay type, where this will give you the daily breakdown. And the unformatted daily summary is just the daily summary in a format easy for data dump into Excel and further filtering. As you can see, there are many wonderful benefits to this report. Should you have any questions, please contact support by going to Options, Support, and Contact Support.